big story that's coming in from Italy that may have huge repercussions in India.
That's right. A day after the Italian police arrested defense major Finmeccanica CEO Giuseppe Orsi in an ongoing corruption inquiry, there are more details emerging now. Reuters now reports that 3 cousins of former Indian Air Force Chief S.P. Tyagi allegedly helped twist rules in a helicopter tender won by AgustaWestland. In fact, the 3 cousins of S.P. Tyagi, Julie Doxa and also Sandeep Tyagi received part payments amounting to 100,000 euros from 2 AgustaWestland managers. Reuters also adds that the warrant reviewed shows that 2 managers paid the cousins, among others, to swing the 2010 contract for supplying 12 helicopters to India. Italian prosecutors allege that Orsi hired US-born Ralph Hashke to lead dealings in India to secure the contract. In fact, Hashke has close ties with the Tyagi brothers. For more on that, we are being joined by our Strategic Affairs editor Surya Gangadharan on the phone line. Surya, clearly that link with India now becoming stronger, and now even those allegations of bribe are coming out clearly.
No, the allegations of bribery are not new. They came out last year itself. And the names of at least one of the cousins, Sandeep Tyagi, had come out last year. At that time, we had even spoken to Air Chief Marshal Tyagi, who had retired in 2007. Now, Tyagi confirmed that he was related to this person, Sandeep Tyagi, but he had not any financial or business links with him. And the fact that the reports from Italy suggest that 100,000 euros in bribes were collected by these businessmen cousins of H. Marshal Tyagi, from what the H. was telling us last time, there was no financial benefit or anything to him. He had no links with these people. And it was not clear to him how these people had used his name to be able to influence the defense ministry. And since he retired in 2007 and the flight trials of the helicopter held only after he had retired, it was not clear how his name had come up in this.
All right, Surya, in fact, we've got the former IAF chief, S.P. Tyagi, in fact, joining us on the phone line. Sir, thanks so much for speaking to us. Firstly, the resurfacing of these bribery allegations against who they are calling are 3 of your cousins. What's your reaction?
All I know is that, to the best of my knowledge, no requirements were changed, tweaked, or whatever the word is, whilst I was in office. I have checked with my colleagues because, I can only go by memory. But since the story had broken earlier, I checked with my colleagues, and no, there were no requirements tweaked. As far as I know, that just a month or 2 before I retired, these RFP responses were received. After that, what has happened, I will not know. There is a process of technical evaluation, commercial evaluation, and the contract, as far as I know, was signed in 2010. I frankly have no idea why, what influence I could have brought about and how I could have bought it. That's all I can say.
Right, so you're saying that you have no idea, and you're saying that you had clearly no influence in this deal. But sir, there are a few national dailies which have clearly gone out and said that you had been bribed.
I have read that. All I can say is that where have this got this story from, and why would people bribe me? I mean, anyway, I don't want to go into details. I have just come back from a walk. I've just read that news. And all I can say is that during my entire tenure as the Chief of Air Staff, there were no changes made in this helicopter thing. There is a history. There are records available with the Ministry of Defense. The Air Force cannot change requirements, I might add. Only the ministry can change requirements. I can at best suggest changes in requirement. So, as far as I know, no requirements were tweaked, changed, or whatever that word is. Neither did I get ever involved in the subsequent thing. Frankly, once you retire, you go out and there is a establishment that does technical evaluation, and they do it extremely professionally. So I really don't know what this is all about.
Sir, the 3 cousins that are named are Julie, Doxa and Sandeep Tyagi. They are claiming that they are your cousins. This is not the first time.
Cousins.
Yes, this is not the first time though that these allegations have, have come about. Last year as well, we spoke to you about these allegations. Is it worrying that your cousins are being named in something like this? Apart from the fact that some national dailies are accusing you as well.
I have been named. I mean, you forget about others. The fact the National Daily has named me. It says they have got some Italian report which says that I was bribed. That is the title. That the former chief was bribed. I mean, all I say is this is a lot of bunkum.
So, but how closely were you associated with the AgustaWestland deal? Did this entire deal finalize after you retired, or was the deal being finalized while you were in office?
No, the deal was finalized three years or more after I retired.
All right. What do we see now? Are you going to be taking any kind of action?
I haven't given it enough thought. Your call has just come up. Just read the report. So let me just get my thoughts together. The first thing, correspondent wanted a tele interview. I'm just saying that I haven't a clue about what this is all about. Let me just think what is the next step.
Sir, good morning. Surya here, sir.
Hi, Surya.
Hi, sir. Again, for the second time this has happened. So, any contacts you've had with your cousins on this? I mean, have you spoken to them? Because the last time we had spoken last year, you had mentioned that you had tried to contact them and they had...
I've been in touch with them. I've been in touch with them.
Have they at any time told you or informed you that they would
what
involved
they
in this
have
kind of
told me
thing?
is they know nothing about it. Obviously once the story breaks, you ask, what is this all about? Why is my name figuring in it? Why is your name figuring in it? And they said, look, we have nothing. We have no clue about this VVIP helicopter. I can only say tell you what they told me.